Good morning, Austin, K-Town, Pflugerville, H-Town, Pearland, Oak City, El Paso,
San Antonio and Silsbee, Texas.
or wherever you may be listening. Listen, hold on. This is the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. Michigan makes a change in what is next for Big Blue. Eric Henry of Horns 247 joins us at 7:34. We've got NFL action tonight. Phillip Rivers is officially a Colt. The Texas women open up a can, and the NBA Cup Finals are set. I am your host, Mike Hardball Hardge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And, of course, we've got our guy Marcus behind the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. And if you want to get a chance to win a pair of tickets to go see Texas Longhorns men's basketball as they take on Lemoyne on the 16th, we'll give you a chance to win a pair of tickets. By all you got to do is tune in, get over to that app, download the always free iHeartRadio app, tap that red microphone, and of course, leave us the keyword of the day, which I will be giving to you later in the show. All right, let's get right into it because Michigan, you have a problem, and it is a huge problem. For those that don't know, Michigan went through a situation yesterday.
That's what you calling it?
It is a situation because now they are looking for a new head coach. Sharon Moore, who took over for Jim Harbaugh when Jim Harbaugh had his suspension. He did well. Now he's the head coach, and now he's looking for a job, Mark, because of some.
No, he's not.
No, he's definitely looking for a job.
Looking for lawyers.
He's unemployed, so that makes you look for a job.
Well, he's unemployed. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
I think that he's got bigger problems than getting another job.
Well, he definitely does have that. I will give you that. But this is not good, man.
It's not good. And that's that nervous laugh. That's not like a laugh like, oh, that's funny. It's laugh like, wow.
Yeah.
What in the Sam Hill of beans just happened?
Yeah. Yeah. For those that are been sleeping under a rock and not paying attention to anything that is going on in college football, Sharon Moore has been fired as the head coach of the University of Michigan
with cause,
which is a big deal when it comes to payouts. He has been fired with cause for having an inappropriate relationship with a staffer. And allegedly, the staffer is pregnant, number one. Number two, he's married with 3 kids. Number 3, obviously, and he went to the staffer's house and broke in and held them at knife point, her and him. And the reason why it was all came to a head and came to an end, he had his location on his phone to call the police to go and find where he was.
Quit playing. Robert. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. Y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years.
No, you did it.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah, you know you did it. Which is why this has been brewing for quite some time. Now, I'm not making light of the situation, and nor do I.
I'm going to at some point.
My question to you is, would a 11-1 Sharon Moore be fired? Or is it the one that hadn't been to the college football playoffs? Is it the one that didn't beat Ohio State this year? Is it that guy?
It's that guy.
Yeah.
It's that guy because I'm going to tell you, he 11-1 playoff.
Yes.
They like, listen, man, there ain't a rug big enough for us to
sweep
this under. Yeah. Like, man, let it go. Yep. He'll be all right.
Yep.
Let's fix it behind the scenes. That's what would happen. But that's not what happened. And
well, in some
a lot of people didn't even want him in the first place.
Correct.
The reason that he had the job was a clause in the contract that Hardball put out. He put in his contract that if by chance something happens to me or I get released or fired, chance at being a head coach here at Michigan.
Yep.
And it must have been in the small print because you would have thought that they would have got rid of him before Hardball got in trouble. They was trying to keep that from happening.
Well, that's the thing for me. Look at what's been going on with the University of Michigan. Going back to Connor Stallions, going back to improper recruiting violations.
Yeah, I sent you a clip of like all the things that happened.
And you start, and this is the Warde Manuel is the athletic director, and he said, following a university investigation, credible evidence was found that Coach Moore engaged in an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. This conduct constitute a clear violation of university policy, and UM maintains zero tolerance in such behavior. Now, Moore has been at the university since 2018. He was on Jim Harbaugh's staff. And since the team went 17-8 during his time there, including going 9 wins this season, it was time for them to make a change. Now, I believe, in talking to some people from Michigan and people that follow Michigan very closely, they believe that he was going to get fired after next season buyout would be gone. So they were going to keep him. Obviously, recruiting was going on. You have to have signing day. You have all the things that are going on. So you want to keep your head coach in place because don't forget, Michigan has a huge endowment for recruiting. They have a lot of money that is coming into that university.
Yeah.
Including Barstool, who is big at the University of Michigan. And now, behind the scenes, people were trying to make it happen, and now he's an unemployed football coach.
Well, I mean, they had 5 guys, Hardge, in the last 3 years get fired or terminated from their contracts for just the DUI. They had one get released for being a pervert. He was watching people. So you got to go. And now you have Sharon Moore, and stay tuned to see what you find out next about all of this that's happening, because not only did he break in and hold the young woman that was the staffer at knife point, he also put the knife to his own throat and threatened to do himself harm. He's got bigger issues than finding another coaching job. Let's just say that.
Well, yeah, that's the least of it. Yes. Right. He's got to worry about his family now. He's got so many different things that are going on. He was earning $5.6 million in the second year of a 5-year contract. You start looking at who he is as an individual, and now people probably have had this on him for quite some time. I don't think this was something that overnight. They obviously have been working on this. They wanted to see this happen. They just needed a way for cause. And now they have the cause. So they put in Biv Poggi, I think is his name, as the interim head coach. He's a guy that's been in the program. He's been around. He's coached a lot of ball in his day. He is going to lead this team into, by the way, they have a game against the University of Texas on December the 31st. And now the biggest question is, how many people are going to opt out? How many people are you going to try to keep out of the transfer portal? Because now people are truly, as Coach Sark said, digging into that locker room and trying to poach some players.
I'm in it already.
Of course you are. I know you in there. You've already tried to get some people out of there. But the bigger question is, what does Michigan do now? This is probably one of the top jobs in football, not just college football. The University of Michigan is a blue blood. And most of the time, as we've heard throughout the years, they want a Michigan man. They want a Michigan man.
You got to go find somebody.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting.
Brian Kelly's out there. What do you think about that?
No, not at all.
No?
Not at all. Not at all. Brian Kelly is stained right now. His scandal should have been this. It should have been this. That people would have been like, oh, Brian Kelly.
Yeah, but they swept his under that carpet that we were talking about.
No, he's the one trying to get $54 million out of LSU. Give me my money.
Run it.
Sharon ain't getting that. Just give me some help. When we come back, we're going to continue these conversations. There's a lot to unravel when it comes to this. And we'll figure out who the names are to be the new Michigan head coach right here on a Thirsty Thursday edition of the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Fall in Texas means one thing: Texas Longhorns football. And you won't miss a snap all season long right here on 1300 The Zone. Touchdown, Texas! Your home for the Horns. Hook 'em.
Listen to every University of Texas football game on 98.1 KVAT. Hook 'em.
A couple of closures. I-35 southbound between William Cannon Drive and Slaughter due to an earlier accident to get that oil spill cleaned up. 55-minute delay now from Highway 290. 130 southbound between Palmer Lane and Highway 290 shut down now due to a wreck. Michael Scott with a look at your Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Bet Online.
Bowl season is here, and Bet Online gives you more ways to play. With the latest odds, breaking news, live scores, and in-game action, you will never miss a moment of the college bowl season and pro football playoffs. Bet Online. The game starts here.
Get your mother-loving ears on because your big-time radio DJ's got news. PayPal lets you choose how you want to pay for all the stuff. With PayPal, I can pay in-store, pay online, or pay over time. What's that? You want this translated into song? I hope you're sitting down. You can pay your own way. You keep those ears on, you hear? Don't just pay, baby. PayPal.
Learn more at paypal.com.
At Henna Chevrolet, the price you see is the 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 LT with $15,000 off MSRP. No required dealer accessories when you arrive. No market adjustments. And we have over 40 lenders competing for your business. And when banks compete, you save. That's why Henna is Austin's favorite Chevy dealership. For a lower price made easy. Together, let's drive at Henna Chevrolet or Henna.com.
Your Valpak blue envelope of savings is arriving in the mailbox. Inside, you'll find coupons to dine, shop, and save local. This month, keep an eye out for special offers from A1 Garage Door, the name you can trust for repairs, service, and garage door replacements. And remember, savings don't stop at the mailbox. Visit Valpak.com anytime for instant access to local coupons and deals you'll love. Valpak and A1 Garage Door, opening doors to savings at home.
Get into the spirit with Vizio's MyHub, a new, simpler way to find love on Vizio TV this holiday season. MyHub is your destination to discover new movies and shows tailored to you. Find exclusive deals and discounts, and keep your favorites organized in one convenient place. Plus, Vizio TVs have all your favorite apps built in, like iHeartRadio, so you can stream that festive music playlist. MyHub makes it simpler to find what you want when you want it. Visit Vizio.com/iHeart and experience entertainment made easy today.
Every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com.
Every now and then I rinse it out, and I need to be rinsed
Downy Rinse fights stubborn odors in just one wash. When impossible odors get stuck in,
rinse it out.
and Doug.
Here we have the Limu Emu in its natural habitat, helping people customize their car insurance and save hundreds with Liberty Mutual. Fascinating. It's accompanied by his natural ally, Doug.
Limu, is that guy with the binoculars watching us?
Cut the camera. They see us.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Savings vary. Underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates. Excludes Massachusetts.
The world's best ski and snowboard athletes are chasing medals. Now you can follow their every move. Join Insider, the official U.S. ski and snowboard fan loyalty program, and get premium viewing at World Cup ski events, exclusive athlete meetups, discounts from brands you love, and a custom welcome gift mailed direct to your doorstep. This winter, show your support as they race for the podium. Head to insider.usskiandsnowboard.org and join today.
Way Show with the voice of the Longhorns, Greg Way. Weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m. Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
To the morning kickoff for Radio AM 1300 Zone and always free on the iHeartRadio app. Coming up at 7:34, we'll have Eric Henry of Form 247 to break down the Longhorns, both football and basketball. But we will also continue the conversations about what is going on in Michigan. Michigan Wolverines head coach Sharon Moore has been relieved of his duties for an inappropriate relationship with a staffer, and now college football is in an uproar. We got this on our YouTube page just a little while ago, talking about what is going on in college football. We've got college coaches going from one team to another. You also players getting ready to go in the transfer portal. You've got teams deciding they're not going to go to bowl games and just avoiding it all. And now we're dealing with a coaching scandal that goes back to, again, Michigan was already in trouble before for alleged cheating incidents with, Connor Scallions. And they did a documentary. He was dressing out with other teams, wearing their garb on the sideline to steal signals.
Right.
And Sharon Moore had to deal with the suspensions because Jim Hardball decided to go to the NFL. So he didn't have to deal with that. So Moore sticks around. He has to get the suspension. He's been out of games. And now they're getting ready to play the University of Texas in a bowl game on New Year's Eve, 2 o'clock. You can hear the game right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. And now they're trying to keep the team together to even game.
This is a guy with just a questionable moral compass. The 2-game suspension, self-imposed 2-game suspension, spoke to the fact that he was trying to get ahead of his failure to do the right thing. All of these talents right now, currently in this situation to leave, with cause. Michigan is in a lot of trouble of being a bargain basement team in the Big Ten or in the
you're right.
The Big Ten.
All right. So now
people are it's a mass exodus that's about to happen.
I would disagree with that. It's the University of Michigan. They're going to be okay. They're going to get a coach that will be able to hold a lot of these guys. Will some people leave? Absolutely. There's people leaving with coaches that are already at their school. So it's not nothing that's going to be new. Like I said, their NIL will keep a lot of people together. NIL will do that for you. Number one, there may be a few guys that leave. As I said, there's guys leaving the University of Texas right now, and we got our coach. So that's nothing new to me. Michigan will be a bump, maybe, They won't be down long. It's the University of Michigan. That is a blue blood when it comes to football. They're not gonna bring somebody in to help this program fail. Football will not be the same.
Of course not.
That's what I'm saying. It's there will be some people leaving. I'm not disagreeing.
The reason
with you on
I
that.
said what I said was the fact that there are guys that already had issues and wanted to get out of there, and they just didn't have a reason to. Now there's guys that are going to be able to say, listen, I'm just going to go play somewhere else. I don't want to be under this scandal. And they're going to leave. Like, I don't know if it was a fake post or Underwood might be leaving. Like, I mean, they just got a quarterback. And think about how not having the guy that you put the most energy into keeping or getting, now that person is leaving, and that coach is going to have to start all over. Michigan is going to get some guys, but at what cost? How long is it going to take for them to gel? You think that one spring and summer training camp is going to get it done before next season? I don't see why it wouldn't. Again, they're not just getting people off the bottom of the heap. This is Michigan. I don't see. Okay, I understand where you're going with this, but you're going to tell me that Michigan is going to fail like that? Like they're going to be that bad? They're going to be that bad. I don't see it happening. Well, to be determined. But what I do know is they've got to clean house. They've got to straighten up what's going on at Michigan, because Michigan has been dealing with scandal for quite some time now. Yeah. That is leadership. And if you're leadership at the top, which some people are looking that the AD may be on his way out, which I wouldn't be shocked by that. I wouldn't either. I would not be shocked by that. Is beginning, because I guarantee you they knew that they were going to fire this guy. It wasn't an overnight deal. So they have probably already been working to find the next coach to be at Michigan. Well, there has been some leakage of Alabama's coach, DeBoer, being one of the people that was spoke to months ago. Right. Like I'm like, well, that's probably because everybody in Alabama was trying to get. They were trying to get rid of. They were talking about if they won the lottery, they were going to buy him out to get him out $70 million buyout. Right. So does Michigan have that kind of money to go get Kalen DeBoer? Do people even like Kalen DeBoer? I mean, I wouldn't think so. But that's the deal. Like, so what is the answer for replacing a coach? Because I don't have that answer. Like you said before, a lot of people didn't want Sharon Moore in the first place. So. Right. So he was already up against it. So for them, and as a person that knows that they don't want you, how you mess that up? How you mess up $5.6 million? Never lost. That's why. Undefeated. Yeah, it is. And yes, it is. And he found for those that know. Yeah. Yeah. So you start to look at this entire situation, and now does this open up Pandora's box in college football? Are you looking for more things on coaches? Are people that may not, the coaching staffs, are they trying to dig up stuff? I know that people were trying to dig up stuff on Herman. Charlie, there's so much. And that's just here. That's not even at some other schools across the country. But that's why I always say, be careful when you start casting these stones at people, because they will try to dig up stuff on you. So be careful. Be careful out there. Well, I mean, you just look at the success that Sark has had, and people have been throwing rocks at him, and he's been a stellar guy. You know, I just hate the fact that people pinpoint and try to target to tarnish you. The last thing you need to do is tarnish yourself. Yeah. Like, we got to have a little bit of restraint. We have to. I mean, without the rules, we live with the savages. And that's exactly what it looks like. And it's a bad look. I told you that when I came into pro wrestling, Ernie Ladd came up to me and said, don't mess it up for everybody else after you. And luckily enough for me, I had good leadership. I had people steering me in the right direction. But what about the guys that don't? And they're left to their own device. Yeah. That's when you have issues like what we have right now. It's obvious that Coach Hardball was not in people well. With the 8 people that he has in the last 3 years being terminated by the university. That's bad, man. That's a bad record. You got, well, Shamor is the 8th, but 7 prior, the year before he left. Man, that's horrible.
Yeah, it's a tough look for everybody that is involved.
Feel sorry for Michigan fans.
Yeah. Do you really?
I do. They don't deserve that. They don't this morning. Yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, yesterday.
When I called you.
They knew that. Coming up next, we've got our guy Eric Henry of Horns 247 as he breaks down the Texas Longhorns and the Texas Longhorns men's basketball team as well as they travel to UConn in a big matchup tomorrow. Right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Listen to every University of Texas football game on 98.1 KVAT. Hook 'em.
The lanes are blocked southbound on 35 between William Cannon Drive and Slaughter Lane. Cleanup from an earlier wreck that led to an oil spill. Big delays an hour from Highway 290. Also a crash southbound I-35 at Breaker Lane has just the center lane getting by. That's causing a 35-minute delay from Howard Lane. I'm Michael Scott with a look at your Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Staples. Have an easy holiday only at Staples. Save on custom cards and custom wrapping paper, plus shipping supplies and services to get your packages delivered safely. Don't miss out on select laptops up to 45% off. Visit staples.com for details. Staples, that was easy.
Seeking a true Texas original? Since 1981, the Yellow Rose Cabaret holds the historic title of the state's oldest continuously running strip club. For over 4 decades, our iconic North Lamar location has been the destination for unforgettable nights. We feature Austin's most stunning entertainers, exclusive private dances, a vibrant atmosphere, and a full-service bar and kitchen. This is living Texas history. Don't just hear the legend, be a part of it. Experience the one and only Yellow Rose.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. Only one will leave with an iFit contract worth $250,000. This is Trainer Games. Watch it on Prime Video starting January 8th.
Having insurance isn't the same as harm. It's like wanting a psychic that helps you, but getting one that just ruins surprises.
I see the season finale. Steve's the killer.
Well, that's ruined.
Don't settle for just any insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Did you miss the Bitcoin wagon? Millions got rich because they got in on a technology you still don't understand. But the crypto gang got greedy, handing control of the Bitcoin network to China. This carelessness gives us a second chance called Texacoin. You're invited on the Texacoin journey. We'll guide you through this new frontier to claim your share of the profits. Don't let your friends get rich without you. Secure your seat as we take Texacoin to the moon and beyond. Learn more at texacoin.org. This is an investment that carries risk. Texacoin.org.
We've been duped, hoodwinked, conned for 50 years. The lawn care industry sold us toxins in a bag and made our yards more toxic than a bad relationship. Sunday helps you ditch the chemicals and feed your lawn the good stuff. Soybean proteins, iron, seaweed, molasses, ingredients that get your soil giggling like an overserved mom at the block party. Sunday uses clean ingredients in real science greener grass. This holiday, Sunday plans are 20% off. Buy today and lock in your spring subscription. Sunday, for a smarter, healthier yard. Get Sunday.com.
The world needs Sesame Street. And right now, Sesame needs you. Donate today at sesame.org/iHeart. That's SESAME.org/iHeart.
Elmo loves you. Thanks for making a difference.
Did you know that driving under the influence of marijuana is illegal? Driving high will get you a DUI. And if you're wondering if law enforcement can tell you're driving high, well, everyone else can. Friends?
I can tell you drove high.
Parents?
I can tell when you drive high.
Relatives?
I can tell. You drove here high.
Makes you think law enforcement can't.
I can tell.
If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI. Paid for by NHTSA.
like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary. You purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates. Northbrook, Illinois.
Stephon Castle dropped in 30 points to help the Spurs beat the Lakers in the NBA Cup quarterfinals. Spurs will meet the Thunder, who destroyed the Suns by 49 in the semis Saturday in Vegas. Cowboys left tackle Tyler Guyton and safety Malik Hooker, the only players that did not practice yesterday. Texans had 7 players out of yesterday's practice, including running back Nick Chubb, who's dealing with a rib injury. I'm Ronta Moss.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
Despite wintry conditions and traffic, the holidays have to go on. That's why Mercedes-Benz SUVs come equipped with the latest safety technology to keep your festive plans on track. Discover the incredible offers for yourself at the Mercedes-Benz Holiday Love Celebration.
Your holiday to-do list can be longer than Santa's. The shopping, the decorating, kids' concerts, and, oh yeah, keeping the magic alive. iHeartRadio is here to bring the joy to your busy days with commercial-free Christmas stations like iHeart Christmas. Or dozens of playlists so you can pick and match your holiday vibe. Open your free iHeart app and search Holiday to explore stations, playlists, and more.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. We cover all 40 acres.
Thursday, so you know what we do. We go and get our guy, Eric Henry of Horns 247. You can follow him at Eric C. Henry _ on social media. And, you know, E, we can obviously talk about the Michigan situation. It's a little bit different, and I don't want to stay on that too long. But what was your initial thoughts when you heard the news that the head coach of the team that Texas is about to play in the Cheez-It Bowl is now being relieved of his duties because of something that had nothing to do with being on the field?
As always, good morning. Appreciate y'all having me on. All right, look, so I'm not going to do the thing that you've seen a lot of people in media do right now, which is like, I heard this was going to happen, and I knew, like, all right, if you heard it was going to happen, then report it, right? And you know, and I say that hard. So, I mean, there are things in this job that you hear, but they're so sensitive, you can't really report. But for the people who are trying to come out and be like, I knew this was going to happen, so on and so forth. Now, I'm saying that to say, to be transparent. You hear so much stuff doing this. I did hear that Michigan might try to fire Sharon Moore with cause. I did not know it was this. I want to be very clear. I didn't know the details of this. So to answer your question, my first reaction wasn't shock when the news came out that he was fired. It wasn't shock when the news came out that he was going to fire with cause. The ensuing 3 hours was, I don't have words for it, right? And you know, you hope.
Crash out.
Crash out. And unfortunately, you know, both y'all have kids, right? I hope one day I'll be kids who are going to have to deal with the fact that their father is, you know, this isn't I'm going to go to a G5. I'll be out of a job for a year, go to a G5 and then bounce back, right? This, and for all intents and purposes, is probably a career killer. So I hope for all the people involved that, you know, things work out well, as best as they can. But to answer your specific question, Hardge, I wasn't shocked when I heard that he was fired or fired with cause, because I had heard rumors, right? But the ensuing 3 hours were just mind-boggling.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Because there has been some movement on the 40 acres, obviously with the transfer portal, the relieving of duties, and not for anything that we know of Chad Scott at the running back position. Now, what is next for the Texas Longhorns as they begin to prepare for that matchup against Michigan and the Cheez-It Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, what's next for Texas? Here's the thing, right, is they're not gearing up for a playoff run. Why do I say that? Seems like I'm stating the obvious. Well, all of the focus really is on next season, right? And of course, Texas is preparing to win this game, and they want to win this game. As Steve Sarkisian has noted, you know, the opportunity to win 10 games for the first time since 2007 to 2009. But with that being said, the focus of all of the front office is on retooling this roster for next year, right? So if you ask me what is next, I think continue to identify who may be on this roster next year who may, whether it's of their own volition, they may try to go to the transfer portal, or it's a conversation where, the staff says, hey, we want to move on, right? Remember, Mark and Hardge, the SEC did, or I shouldn't say they did. It's in the works that they are going to go from 85 to 105 scholarships. That's going to give you 20 more spots. And of course, Texas doesn't have to fill all 105, right? They can go up to 95 and still keep walk-ons. Steve Sarkisian has said he likes walk-ons, but in essence, they're going to have more scholarships to work with, right? So that gives them more room to go to the portal to beef up the offensive line, to beef up the defensive line. So I'll be interested to see how they do it. I'll just say this real quick. We'll have the opportunity. I think last week I was of the belief that, hey, Texas needs to go out and just find the best guard and center they can find, right? That money can buy, because there are no rules around this thing. Just go out and just go get the best one.
There you go.
I've kind of flipped my thinking a little bit, and I think Texas can go out and get the best group of 5 guard and center, right? Someone who, Mark, this is right up your alley. Offensive line play, the reason a lot of those guys end up at the group of 5 level is because their body just isn't ready to play at the Power 5 level. It's not the talent, it's they just need a little more shaping. If you can get the best group of 5 guard and center, someone who maybe now after 2 or 3 years is ready to play at Texas, you can then allocate more money to getting the skill position guys at running back, at receiver, at tight end, so that Arch Manning truly has the requisite weapons all across the board. I'm not saying you downgraded offensive line or you skimp. I'm just saying maybe you don't have to go pay, $2 million for a guard or a center, when maybe you can get one for $500,000 and you can go get a Cam Coleman or a Jaden Baugh, right? So you have those type of weapons around Arch Manning.
Well, that's great, but just like the skill position players, there's some offensive tackles and centers and guards too that it's like having a good three-point shot. It's like being able to thread the needle with a throw to 15 yards to the sideline. Like, it's a talent, and just getting a bunch of group of 5 guys is not going to get it done. You go out and get the proven guy. You look right here in this situation with Michigan. They had an honorable mention All-America, and they had an All-American. Like, now's the time to go test the waters. Hey guys, how you feeling about being there still?
Yeah.
We can offer the same thing. Like, that's not tampering. That's giving another option. And 2 of the guys are from Texas. So why not?
Mark, I don't disagree with you, right? And to be clear, if that's the route that Brandon Harris and Steve Sarkisian went, I'd have no issue with it. Let me give you an example, right? A few years back, a name you guys both remember, Calvin Anderson. Started his career at Rice, came to Texas, started 1 year, and getting drafted by the New York Jets. My point is, if you find value, and it's not saying sacrificing talent, right? Calvin Anderson stepped in and was an excellent Big 12 level right tackle, right? I'm saying find someone who is more than adequate enough to play at the SEC, but maybe you don't have to sink all of your funds, because you only have so much money you can work with, right? They've allocated so much money to each position. If you can find someone who at least can step in, be Hayden Connor, right? That's no disrespect to Hayden Connor or Jake Majors, right? No one's confusing them with Kelvin Banks, but they're starting level SEC offensive linemen. That again allows you to go out and get, could you imagine a Cam Coleman on the other side, a Ryan Wingo, excellent tight end in that offense, a Jaden Baugh backfield. So that's just kind of where I'm kind of at as far as different ways you could do this. But I don't think there's any wrong way.
Yeah. We're talking to Eric Henry of Horns 247. Make sure you follow him at Eric C. Henry _. Texas men's basketball. You and I had the opportunity to talk to Coach Miller yesterday. And, the theme was effort yesterday. Effort. And now they're going up against a team in UConn that is all about effort. What are you going to be looking for in this game against UConn tomorrow night?
Yeah, Hardge, I thought after the win over Southern, I thought Sean Miller would be in a great mood, right? After allowing over 50% shooting and against Division I opponents, NC State, Arizona State, Virginia, and 49% from 3. they go out and blast Southern. But Sean Miller called out something that's obvious. They're fouling way too much. They're averaging just under 20 fouls per game. They can't get into SEC play and put teams on the line, have 20 fouls and put teams on the line 18, 19, 20 times a night, right? So what am I looking for? I'm looking to see, how can these bigs play against Alex Caravan, who put up 24 and 10 last year against Texas? How can the guards play against Silas Demery, who put up 26 and 8 assists against Texas last year when he was with Georgia? Can they do it without fouling? And can Modest Vokatitis, Modest is an excellent player, very hot-tempered. You see him get frustrated with some guys out there on the court. I wouldn't want, the big Lithuanian coming after me, tell you that much right now. But, can he maintain his composure when he's not getting the ball? Because you saw what Virginia did. They just denied him the ball, and his game was all out of whack. So I want to see those are the things I'll be looking for. You hope that Texas can play. And my thought prior to the Virginia game was, this is like another Duke game, right? They played Duke tough for 20 minutes. Can they go out and play UConn tough for 30, 40 minutes? Now, after the Virginia game, you kind of take a step back, and I view this as another, litmus test for this team to see where they are at. If they get the win, that'd be great. Listen, XL Center is a tough place to play. UConn is 30-4 over the last 5 years at XL Center. They have not lost there haven't lost there since 2022. So it's going to be a tough building to play in. But I just look at it as another litmus test right now, Hardge.
And I'm with you on that. The litmus test will definitely be UConn, national champion, back-to-back national champions, and continues to push the envelope with those bigs and, of course, that guard play. As always, man, we appreciate you. You'll be sitting in tomorrow. I appreciate you taking the time to hop on the show with me tomorrow, man.
Henry for Henry.
That's right. Henry, tag out, man. Tag team champions. Thanks, bro.
Anytime, fellas. Appreciate y'all.
There he is, Eric Henry of Horns 247. When we come back, we'll hear about the Texas women and what they were able to achieve, especially one of those players yesterday in their matchup against UTRGV. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Join Craig Way weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m.
We're Madison Square Garden. Well, Dick Vitale would come in. Craig, it's good to see you. How are you? It's awesome with a capital A. I think Rick Barnes has an outstanding team. I said, Dick, I appreciate the time. Thanks very much. Rick, it's great to see you. I hear Dan Schulman, who's doing the play-by-play, goes, you realize you just called Craig Rick? He goes, Craig, wait, you got to let me straighten it out. You got to give me another chance. Let me fix it.
Hang out with Craig on AM 1300 The Zone.
Listen to every University of Texas football game on 98.1 KVAT. Hook 'em.
Lanes are blocked southbound on 35 between William Cannon Drive and Slaughter Lane. Cleanup from an earlier wreck that led to an oil spill. Big delays an hour from Highway 290. Also a crash southbound I-35 at Breaker Lane has just the center lane getting by. That's causing a 35-minute delay from Howard Lane. I'm Michael Scott with a look at your Austin area traffic.
This report is furnished by Genuine.
Now you don't just hear it, you see it. iHeartRadio Highlights brings you the best show moments, the wild takes, hot reaction, clips everybody's talking about. Search Fox Sports Radio in the iHeartRadio app to experience Fox Sports like never before.
Furnished by Genuine.
Hardge here, and the holidays are officially rolling in at Cover Ford Huddle, and we're celebrating the season with big gift wrap savings all month long. Right now, get $12,558 off the MSRP on a new 2025 Ford Super Duty F-250 SRW Lariat. And if you're shopping smart for the perfect truck, how about $10,703 off of MSRP on a new 2025 Ford F-150 XLT. No crowds, no waiting, no last-minute holiday stress. Just powerful trucks, legendary Covert family service, and year-end savings worth unwrapping early. Merry Christmas from Covert Ford Huddle, right off of 79 in Huddle, CovertFordHuddle.com.
Every now and then I rinse it out, and I need Downy rinse tonight, and I need it more. My kick was so bad and the smell never leaves. I don't know what to do, I'm always in the dark. The sweat and that short smells like a dog car. And Downy rinse it tonight.
Downy Rinse fights stubborn odors in just one wash. When impossible odors get stuck in,
Rinse it out.
If you love to travel, Capital One has a rewards credit card that's perfect for you. With the Capital One Venture X card, you earn unlimited double miles on everything you buy. Plus, you get premium benefits at a collection of luxury hotels when you book on Capital One Travel. And with Venture X, you get access to over 1,000 airport lounges worldwide. Open up a world of travel possibilities with the Capital One Venture X card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. Lounge access is subject to change. See CapitalOne.com for details.
Guys, thanks for helping me carry my Christmas tree.
Zoe, this thing weighs a ton.
Drewski, live with your legs, man.
Santa! Did you get my letter?
He's talking to you, Bridges.
I'm not.
Of course he did. Right, Santa?
You know, my elf Drewski here, he handles the nice list.
An elf? I'm 6'3". What everyone wants is iPhone 17. And at T-Mobile, you can get it on them. That center stage front camera is amazing for group selfies, right, Mrs. Claus?
I'm Mrs. Claus's much younger sister. And at T-Mobile, there's no trade-in needed when you switch, so you can keep your old phone.
Or give it as a gift.
And the best part, you can make the switch to T-Mobile from your phone in just 15 minutes.
Guys, my side of the tree is slipping.
Timber!
The holidays are better at T-Mobile. Switch in just 15 minutes and get iPhone 17 on us with no trade-in needed.
With 24 monthly bill credits for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Credits end and balance due if you pay out for early or cancel. Finance agreement, 256 gigs, $830. Eligible port in a new line, $100 plus a month plan with auto pay plus taxes and fees required. Check out in 15 minutes or less per line. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Hosting game day but fumbling the shopping list? Good news. Specs has the perfect play. Ice-cold beer in the backfield. Bold bourbon out wide. And savory snacks going deep. No need for a Hail Mary. Specs has you covered with a legendary selection and prices so low, your wallet will do the end zone dance. So before kickoff, be the MVP. At Specs, the fun starts here.
The holidays get hectic fast. That's why I start with AirTasker, where you can get anything done. From decorating and cleaning to assembling furniture, wrapping gifts, or running last-minute errands, local taskers make it all happen. I just post my tasks, set my budget, and actually have time to enjoy the season. I even got someone to dress up as Santa for my dog's photo shoot. This year, my holidays look amazing without the stress. Download the AirTasker app or go to airtasker.com. AirTasker. Get anything done.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart. From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studio, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KVET AM Austin. Guaranteed human. Your home for the horns.
Many of our U.S. veterans and service members face challenges. At the Bob Woodward Foundation, we invest in solutions to help support them in the next chapter of their lives. Learn more about our work at bobwoodwardfoundation.org/success.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. Our blood runs orange.
And outside to Carlton. Right away, Justice knocks down a three. Madison, a dribble to the right side, guarded by Angiolette. Cut off for the baseline, but still trying to back her down. Spins, turns, fadeaway jumper, good, and she's fouled. Harmon flips it into the corner. Madison Booker driving baseline, wraparound pass to Carlton. Justice scores, and she's fouled. Into the front corner, Ingram from left to right. Bounce pass to nobody except Harmon, who stole it. It was about to go out of bounds, and Rory picked it up, and she'll glide in for the layup. Texas with a 26-12 lead, 125, and a steal by Harmon. Working inside to Oldacre, goes up strong and scores off the glass. Rattled in and out, Booker, the Texas rebound. Flips it to Harmon, into the front court. Here's Rory. Back it goes to Book. Stops, pops, it drops from 17 on the left side. 6 on the shot clock off to Jordan Lee. Lee puts her head down, drives in. They got to hurry down the 2, down the 1. Booker passed it back out. They got the shot away, and Lee hits a 3. 7:15 remaining first half. Pass stolen by Harmon. Here's Rory. She'll drive in and score. Dumps it in the corner. Carlton shot fake on the 3. It's down to 5. Into Cunningham and traffic. Turns. Score the basket and 1. Out to the baseline. Pass goes back out front. Stolen by Prenner. Here's Grace. Driving from right to left. Back to right. Off the glass. She scores. Isla off to Grace. Sarah outside. Into the corner. Grace Prenner, a three-pointer up. No good. There it is. The rebound by Booker. Follow shot. Good. Timeout, Texas. She's done it. Madison Booker with her first career triple-double. And punctuates it with a follow-up basket off the rebound. 105-45. Booker, 28 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. First triple-double of her career.
Wow,
Into the front court, Sophia Zufeld will operate the dribble. 10 seconds to go. Zufeld will back it out. 6 seconds, 5. And that's going to do it. Texas Longhorns come to the Valley and defeat UT Rio Grande Valley. The final score, Texas 110 and UTRGV 45. And the other big story tonight, the first career triple-double for Madison Booker, as she has 28 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists.
Man, that's impressive because you look at what Madison Booker has been able to do at the University of Texas, and for her to have her first triple-double as a Texas Longhorn. There's only 5 women that have ever had a triple-double, and she is now one of them. It is great for Madison Booker. It's great for this basketball team. But Madison Booker had a chance to talk to Craig Way after the matchup and spoke about her excitement and how glad she was to do it with her teammates.
Got to ask you this, because we were keeping track of it starting in the third quarter.
Mm-hmm.
When did you become aware? When did somebody make you aware of the fact that you were closing in on a triple-double?
Fourth quarter, Lovato, told me I was 3 assists, 2 rebounds away.
Yeah.
But you see, it took me a whole fourth quarter to get that. But no, bottom line is we have fun, and I have fun. My teammates doing it too. So I think this is going to be a very, very special triple-double for me.
Yeah. Now, I started to say the first one's always really special.
For sure. It's fun.
Yeah, and you've gotten close a couple of times. So
I have.
And given the fact that you guys played so well in the first quarter, I know Coach wasn't real pleased with the second and the third, but then you guys looked like you kicked it back into high gear in the fourth.
Yeah, Coach's message is simple. Just be humble, stay locked in for all 40 minutes. It's going to be some other team that's, really good for all 40 minutes. So we got to also match their energy and kind of also second half, just come out strong. Don't be kind of, very lazy, very, just out there moving the flow. I think, with this team, our first 5 minutes is going to show, our opponent, what's the message and how we're coming. I think that's what Coach Trevor wants to do every time we come out.
I asked him about the deal about you getting it in the suspense. He goes, I wanted to hurry up and get her because I wanted to get out.
Yeah.
And you kept knocking down shots.
Yeah.
And then on that last sequence there, when you come down, what did it get in your mind when you're just the one rebound away? I got to figure this out one way or another.
I was like, man, I got to get a board. But then they kept hitting shots, and then we kept hitting shots. And, when Grace, I'm sorry, Grace, but you had to miss that 3. I'm sorry. I was thinking you had to miss a 3, and I was trying to track it in the air. But, no, thank you for Grace for that assist, for that rebound right there. Thank you.
And then you able to hit the follow shot after put an exclamation.
That was kind of cool right there, actually.
It worked.
Yeah, I knew it was going in.
Hey, thanks for the time, Booker.
Appreciate it. Thank
All
you.
right, Madison Booker there.
Madison Booker, great energy, great entertaining player, but she seems to be an excellent person.
Unbelievable person. And, excuse me, she was talking about having fun. You can see them having fun. And it's not just because they were winning by 30 points. They were running up court, like seeing who can beat the other person up court. They competing on simple stuff. So when it gets to the hard stuff, it don't seem so hard.
Yep.
They were out there having a good time, man. That's awesome to watch.
Texas moves to 11-0, and they have a big test against Baylor Bears this Sunday up in Fort Worth. They win the game 110-45. Hour number 1 is in the books. Hour number 2 is just around the corner. A grandfather is back, and he's playing football. We'll explain right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. Every replay review takes forever, unless you've got a Bud Light. Then it's just a chance for you to relax, take a sip, and enjoy all the game day drama. Whether the call stands or gets overturned, Bud Light always has the right ruling. Because Bud Light is the official domestic beer of Texas football. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The holiday hustle is real. The traffic, the crowds, the never-ending to-do list.
And nowhere to park. Perfect.
That's why drivers use ParkWiz. They already save up to 50% when they book ahead. This holiday season, use promo code JINGLE10 in the ParkWiz app for an extra 10% off your next reservation. Because during the holidays, every minute and every dollar counts. ParkWiz. Less circling, more celebrating. Download the ParkWiz app and use code JINGLE10 to save an extra 10% today. Offer valid through December 31st. App reservations only. Limit 1 per user.
The world needs Sesame Street. And right now, Sesame needs you. Donate today at sesame.org/iHeart. That's SESAME.org/iHeart.
Elmo loves you. Thanks for making a difference.
Raising a family requires lots, and I mean lots, of energy. Quaker's protein products help you to keep things running smoothly. It's the protein you want when wrestling your toddler into their pajamas. There you go, buddy. To coach your 6th graders soccer team. And to carry all the groceries in one trip. Whether you want instant oatmeal, bars, or granola, Quaker has something for everyone in the family. Try Quaker protein products today. Quaker, bring out the good.
Kohl's Customer Appreciation Event is here, right in time for the gift exchange. Even though everyone pretends gifting isn't a competition, it kinda is. At Kohl's, save on gifts everyone will fight over. From sweaters and flannels to air fryers, toaster ovens, and more. Because deep down, the gift exchange isn't just about giving. It's also about winning. Shop Kohl's and save on top gifts now. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Offers end December 14th. See store or kohls.com for details.
Tires matter. They're the only part of your vehicle that touches the road. Tread confidently with new tires from Tire Rack. Whether you're looking for expert recommendations or know exactly what you want. Easy. Fast, free shipping, free road hazard protection, convenient installation options, and the best selection of Yokohama tires. Go to TireRack.com/Dan. See their Yokohama test results, tire ratings, and reviews, and be sure to check out all the special offers. TireRack.com. The way tire buying should be.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. You are the fittest of the fit. Only one of you will leave here with an iFit contract for $250,000.
This is when mindset comes in.
Someone will be eliminated.
Pressure is coming down.
This is Trainer Games.
Watch it on Prime Video starting January 8th.
At Leaf Johnson Ford in Austin, Manor, and Buda.
You'll love it at Leaf.
That's right. You'll love it. At any Leaf Johnson location, what you see is what you pay with no hidden add-ons. We're here to help you through the entire process in person at one of our 3 locations, or we'll bring it to you and do the entire transaction online.
You'll love it at Leaf.
Visit one of our 3 locations in Austin, Buda, or Manor, or online at leafjohnsonford.com.
You'll love it at Leaf.
Make iHeartRadio your #1 holiday app. Hundreds of non-stop Christmas stations like iHeart Christmas and festive playlists are waiting. Open the app, search holiday, and press play. From the audio-visual consultation studio, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin. Guaranteed human. Your home for the horns.
The morning kickoff. The morning kickoff.
It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, on your home for the horns, 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. Mike Hardball Hardge, world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, the Mark Henry, and of course my guy Mark is behind the boards. If you missed any part of the show so far, make sure you be listening a little bit later, as Marcus will have it all podcasted for you. And right now, I want to give you a chance to win a pair of tickets to go see the Texas men's basketball team December the 16th against Lemoyne, as the keyword of the day will be sway. Sway will be your keyword of the day. So get over to the iHeartRadio app, look for AM 1300 The Zone, leave us a message with the word sway on the iHeartRadio app. Tap it, hold it down, and you will get a chance to win a pair of tickets for December the 16th versus Lemoyne, as Texas comes back after the game against UConn. All right, let's get into this because yesterday the news became official. Phillip Rivers, Old Man Rivers, is now officially a Indianapolis Colt.
All right. No Zoom. Let's go.
Oh, you wanted to interrupt him and let him know that it wasn't good for him to be up there. But I want you to hear what Rivers had to say about being back into the NFL, his age and everything else that has to do with him being back as the quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts.
What is your playing weight? What do you weigh right now?
Right this second? I'm not sure, Greg. How about that? That's an honest answer. And I will answer your question a little better on the playing weight, Greg, and not what it was when I walked up the field in Buffalo. All right, I can tell you that. But then I'll follow that up with I ain't never ran away from anybody anyway. Right? So I'm gonna. They people say, well, they're gonna know you're gonna be right there, and it's like, well, they knew that for 16, 17 years. So.
Yeah, he wasn't running away from people when he was at his playing weight.
I know, like
running away from people.
What? That's horrible, man.
Right now, I mean, nothing changes for him. He's never been an elusive quarterback. And what do you expect a 44-year-old man who has been out of football, that has been coaching, got 25,000 kids that he's taken care of, and he's been able to go back and play a game that he loves? The truth of the matter is the reason why Phillip Rivers and some of the other players, quarterbacks in the league didn't get the phone call is because Phillip Rivers coaches his high school team and they run the Indianapolis Colts offense. So he's very engaged with the offense. He talks to Shane Steichen once a week. He had been talking to him once a week. And when this all went down, he was like, man, I wonder if Shane's going to call me about playing quarterback for them. And sure enough, he ends up calling him to come in and play quarterback. He's been a part of that offense. He knows the city. But the truth of the matter is he's a 44-year-old quarterback who now is a semifinalist for the Hall of Fame, and now it's been pushed back again. So he's got to wait another 5 years now before he can.
Man, he don't care.
But when you play the game, and you know this, you have a chance to be immortalized forever. It doesn't matter if you care or not.
Think about the story in 5 years. In 5 years, the story will be, hey, he should have been in there 5 years ago. But he got a call at home, sitting on the couch, coaching the high school football team, hanging out, playing golf with his buddies, whatever the story is. He had an opportunity to go play again at 44 years old in the NFL.
We're going to see how much he cares once he get that first hit.
Exactly.
Hey, listen.
44 years old, yeah, not playing football.
Yeah, I told my wife yesterday, all out blitz. Everybody going to be on the line of scrimmage. He's going to have to make a really, really pretty pass. But I'll let you know. It's coming. All out. Get away from it.
Yeah.
Bump and run. Like I don't think that he's had enough reps yet.
He hasn't.
And he won't get enough reps at practice to get him acclimated before next week.
Yeah, this is
before
crazy.
This weekend.
This is crazy. It just I
and Sam Ehlinger is right there.
He's not. He's in Denver. Sam is in Denver.
Oh, that's right. They did trade.
Sam is in Denver. And you can't make moves. You can't trade. You can't find people that are free agency. Why not get Taylor Heineke? Why not
Cam Newton said, why not him?
Why not Cam? Cam's younger and is guarantee you Cam is in better shape.
All you got to do is look at his social media.
That's what I'm saying.
He trains like a madman. He's still throwing the ball.
That's what I'm saying. Like how up 44 years old, and you got this man out there, and you talk about this.
Kaepernick said he's been having workouts for the last 2 years.
Why not make a call to him? But you're gonna go get a 44-year-old guy that's been standing there. Matter of fact, Marcus, let's hear how excited he is to play football.
They've been very supportive. You know, I think my younger children are most excited. I shouldn't say most excited. They're excited because they don't remember Dad playing. my 6-year-old actually asked me like 4 months ago, like, Dad, why don't you play anymore? And I'm like, Hud, I'm sorry. Best you're going to get is me coaching on the sideline, because they were seeing, highlight, or they're pulling up some, old games. My boys are fired up, obviously, but I think share the same sentiment. A little nervous, like, Dad, you think you can do it? And then my older girls are real excited because they're a little bit confused. They're like, shoot, I was 12. Some of them, now all of a sudden they're grown adults, married, and they remember 16 years old going to the ball game. So it's been a whirlwind of 48 hours, I'll say.
Unbelievable that this is what is happening. Somebody just said too, why not call Colt McCoy? Here's somebody that is,
wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? I like Phillip Rivers. He was one of my favorite fantasy football players because I knew I was getting yards every single game. I knew he wasn't going to give me no rushing yards.
I love the fact that Phillip Rivers, he doesn't cuss, right?
Right.
Exactly. So but he does talk a lot of trash, and he used to go and really get under these guys' skin. Right. And I love that in a player, and his team always gravitated to him. He's a good leader of men. I think that is another thing that they're relying on. They're relying on him to come in and calm the storm. Guys are hurt. I'm by far not the National Guard, but I'm going to get us on the right page.
You ain't even junior ROTC coming in.
Wow. Why are you throwing shots at him like that?
I mean, he's 44. He has not played football. Why not call Tom Brady? Why not call Tom Brady? We know Tom Brady's in shape.
Well, he
We've
can't
seen him.
because of him being an owner. Can't use him.
I'm listen. As I said, old man River.
I think Tony Romo got good sense.
Tony Romo ain't answering that call. He
No,
know
he
the
not.
same thing.
Phillip Rivers, boy, he is a brave dude.
Thank
man.
you.
He's brave. I got to give it to him.
And what threat, to your point, what threat is he going to be out there? He even came in and they gave him his number back. Daniel Jones just got a torn Achilles, and he was like, hey, man, you can wear number 17. What's the movie, Any Given Sunday? What's his name, Cap?
Cap.
Yeah, that's him out there. Burt Reynolds in The Longest Yard. Coming out, the remake. Like, what are we doing?
Oh, my goodness gracious.
And this is a team that is 8-5 and have a chance to try to get into the playoffs.
I still think that the logical choice would have been Cam Newton.
You know what? I'm going to pick him up on my fantasy league this week. I'm
Phillip Rivers?
Yeah, I'm going to pick him up. Just because I'm out the playoffs. I'm not in. I'm out. So,
I was going to ask you how your fantasy.
Why? Why are you bringing up my stuff?
Yeah, asking him what his fantasy is. What the heck?
I'm just being concerned. Like,
are you?
Yes, I was actually, but now I'm not. The way you said it sounded like that you're not doing well.
100%. I am not doing well. I'm not well, Mark. I'm not well when it comes to fantasy football. This is the reason why I'm officially done. Until next season.
I forgot early, about 2 weeks ago, you said that Bijan was your guy, was your bell cow guy. And I was the one that was like, how's that working out for you?
Bijan has been fine. He is not a one-man team, Mark. I have other failures on
Why
my
your
team.
bottom lip quiver?
Because I'm sad. It's the first year I'm not in the playoffs.
He gonna cry in the car.
He gonna cry in the car.
And I didn't even win. The times that I thought I was gonna win my money back as the high point of the week, somebody else beat me at that too.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you gotta work on your fantasy football defense.
I am not good right now. I am not okay. Neither is Phillip Rivers. When he goes out there,
Hardge, what is he going to do when they throw an all-out blitz at him and he's got to drop back 3 or 4 steps?
I'm going to sling it. Woo!
Listen, I'm going to tell you why.
Off his back foot, like, you know that his mechanics are going to be awful.
I'm going to tell you the other reason why this is a problem for me is because Phillip Rivers is going to go out there and, like you said, Marcus, he's going to sling this ball around. He's going to be out there. He's going to probably go for 200 yards. And it's going to be like, man, I should have never stopped playing. And then he's going to realize the day after,
Oh
Man,
my God!
I should have stopped playing.
Think about that.
Exactly.
How you feel the next day?
Hot
Icy
tub
hot.
the cold tub is not enough. He better go to cryo because he's going to be crying. Coming up next, we're going to talk about the NFL. We got Thursday Night Football. Baker Mayfield versus Bijan Robinson. Let's talk about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Hey there, Texas fans. This is the voice of the Longhorns, Craig Way, inviting you to join us for Longhorn football. Touchdown! Texas wins! We'll bring you all of the action all season long, including in-depth analysis and exclusive access to players and coaches before the opening kick and after the final whistle. And every week, we'll talk with Texas Longhorns head coach Steve Sarkisian on Longhorn Weekly. This is your exclusive source for Texas Longhorn football.
On 1300 The Zone.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Major delays if you're traveling on Highway 130 southbound between Parmer and Highway 90. It's been closed now for a while due to a wreck. More than an hour delay from Pecan Street. Also southbound I-35 at Breaker Lane. At last check, they were still working on that wreck in the left lane. That's heavy from Grand Avenue Parkway. I'm Michael Scott with a look at your Austin area traffic.
This report is furnished by Genuine.
Now you don't just hear it, you see it. iHeartRadio Highlights brings you the best show moments, the wild takes, hot reactions, and clips everybody's talking about. Search Fox Sports Radio in the iHeartRadio app to experience Fox Sports like never before.
Furnished by Genuine.
You know, starting my day off on the right foot is a big deal. I have to be on my game to give you infotainment, and that starts by taking care of my heart health. That's why I use Super Beats Heart Chews from Human. Human was actually founded right here at the University of Texas. You've probably seen their logo on the football field and on the volleyball court. Yep, that Human. These chews are clinically shown to promote healthy pressure and nearly 2 times more effective than just diet and exercise alone. Thanks to their unique grapeseed extract, they taste great and they're easy to take, and they become a part of my daily routine. Super Beats Heart Chews are also the #1 cardiologist recommended beet brand for heart health support. There's a special offer happening right now and even gives you a 90-day money-back guarantee. Go to human.com/Mike to check it out. That's human.com, Mike, human, with 2 N's. Enter the promo code Mike at checkout and get an extra 20% off your first order. Take a simple step to support your heart health with Super Beats Heart Chews.
Bowl season is here, and BetOnline gives you more ways to play. With the latest odds, breaking news, live scores, and in-game action, you will never miss a moment of the college football bowl season and pro football playoff races. From pro and college basketball to cage fighting and hockey futures, BetOnline keeps you locked into the action all year long. And when the games are over, head over to BetOnline Casino. With all the hottest slot games, classic table games, live dealers, and massive jackpots waiting to be hit. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Big news, Texas. The Silencer Shop showroom is now open in Liberty Hill. Get hands-on with silencers, explore interactive displays, and talk with our expert staff. Whether you're new or a pro, we can make your guns better because we give a shh. The new Silencer Shop showroom, now open in Liberty Hill.
This is what they call the hard sell. Sunday Yard Care Holiday Sale. Limited time. Act now.
Yelling about grass feels strange. Let's try that again. Sunday Yard Plans give you a thick, healthy yard without pesticides or weekend projects. We analyze your soil and climate, send a simple plan, and you spray it on. No drama.
But wait, there's more.
No, there isn't. This holiday, Sunday plans are 20% off. Buy today and lock in your spring subscription. Sunday, smarter lawn care for less. Get Sunday.com.
If you've been diagnosed with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, this is what it sounds like to be a million miles away. Imagine being a million miles away. Tremfya Guselkumab, taken by injection, is a prescription medicine for adults with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who may benefit from taking injections or pills or phototherapy. With Tremfya, clearer skin is possible. In clinical trials, at least 70% of patients saw at least 90% clearer skin at 16 weeks. Results may vary. Tremfya is also indicated for adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Ask your doctor about Tremfya. Call 1-800-526-7736 or visit tremfya.com.
The world's best ski and
snowboard athletes are chasing medals. Now you can follow their every move. Join Insider, the official U.S. ski and snowboard fan loyalty program, and get premium viewing at World Cup ski events, exclusive athlete meetups, discounts from brands you love, and a custom welcome gift mailed direct to your doorstep. This winter, show your support as they race for the podium. Head to Insider and join today.
Oh, how's that flu, babe? Did you take DayQuil Intense Flu yet?
Nah, I got this. Ugh, okay, I don't got this.
You stay on the couch, and I'll grab the DayQuil.
Undo your flu symptoms with DayQuil Intense Flu. DayQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms.
I'm ready for that to-do list.
Wow, you do got this.
DayQuil Intense Flu. The daytime coughing, aching fever under your flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. Your home for the Horns.
You know, it's interesting to me as you start to look at football players and their careers, the ultimate goal, going back to what we were saying about Phillip Rivers, is being a champion, being able to be recognized as a champion, being an MVP. But you also want to be recognized as one of the best, and that culminates in time in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. One of those guys that looked like he was on the verge of being a superstar is one Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, national champion at LSU, number 1 overall pick by the Cincinnati Bengals. His career started off, he went to the Super Bowl, ended up losing in that matchup. But you start to look at Joe Burrow in his career. He's often injured. He's had ups and downs throughout his time in Cincinnati. And yesterday during his media availability, a lot of folks was thinking he was on the same track as one Andrew Luck. And here's what he had to say.
If I want to keep doing this, I have to have fun doing it. I've been through a lot, and if it's not fun, then what am I doing it for? So that's the mindset I'm trying to bring to the table.
Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it seemed frustrating.
There's just a lot of things going on right now.
Football related, personally?
All the above. Like you said, there's nothing. All we can do is focus week to week and try to win games. I don't think anybody's really thinking about the playoffs right now. That's within reach, but on our fingertips. So we just got to keep doing what we're doing and try to get better.
So think about this guy and what he's gone through since he's been in the NFL. He had his rookie season, he tore his ACL and MCL, and he suffered damage to his PCL. In 2021, he dislocated his pinky finger during a game, but continued to throw. 2022, series of injuries. He was out because of a calf strain during the offseason and then re-aggravated it in the second game. He also tore a ligament, I don't even know what that is, in his wrist, and it required surgery, and he was out for a period of time. If you look at what this guy has been through, one thing's for sure, he is resilient because he always comes back.
He's tough.
He's very tough. But you've dealt with injuries. I've dealt with injuries. It plays with. And now you're there with a team that obviously, if you would have been healthy, you think y'all would be in a better place. But that's why he said, I'm not even thinking about the playoffs.
I don't think it's football related. The way he was talking,
it sounds familiar.
It sounds a lot like Andrew Luck.
I was just about to say that. It sounds the same tone.
Like he said that if it's not fun, then why do it? Life ain't about fun. Life is about moving forward. And a lot of people get troubled and they fail in moving forward. He's been able to move forward. I don't see what in football, even with the injuries, he's been able to move forward. Now, in his private life, that's something altogether different. Those things you're not discussing publicly.
He never has.
A lot of times you don't even discuss it with your boys or your girlfriend. Like there's some stuff you just, you hold close to your heart. And I feel like he needs some help at home.
Well, I'm not
whatever that is. I don't
I
know
think a
what
lot
it
of it has to do with football too, because think about this. I just told you, he had a wrist fracture before. He had a chest and rib injury. He had a torn knee meniscus in his knee. He tore his ACL, his MCL, and his PCL. He had a dislocated finger. He had another injury that was out.
And the toe.
And now he's dealing with a turf toe.
And Cincinnati has done a poor job of protecting him his whole career. Even when they was winning.
When they went to the Super Bowl,
but
he
he wanted all that money, he got it. And then he got 2 wide receivers that are getting a lot of money. So you're going to have to make up your mind what you want. Do you want to be protected and have moderate to good wide receivers and running backs and a good defense and try to win? Or do you want to put up numbers? Right now, he's putting up numbers, and I think he likes that.
But don't put that on him. Put that on the front office. As a person, you get your money. You earn that. Don't you feel like you earned your earnings that you had in wrestling? You weren't worried about nobody else's money? That's not that for them. They have people that balance them books, not Joe Burrow. And if
they ask the quarterbacks about getting money up front so they can lower the cap.
Let me ask you this. I just read you a laundry list of injuries. Do you want your money and know that you left a lot of money on the table when you are dealing with this type of body damage?
I want my money.
Exactly.
I'm not going to lie.
Exactly. So watching this and understanding what his mind is. Look, he's missed this year 9 games. Last year, or 2023, he missed 7 games. 2022, he only missed 1 game, but 2020, he missed 6 games again. Those other injuries that I was talking about, the chest and rib fracture and the wrist, that was in college. He missed time in college because of those types of things too. So he has gone through, and you know this just as well as I do, when you're an injured player and all you're doing is rehabbing, you got a lot of time to think about what's going on with your body.
And you're not with your teammates, which makes it fun. It's being around the guys, being in the locker room.
Smoking cigars.
Talking noise.
Yes.
And
messing with them in ping pong. Or
now
whatever.
You're in there with John and Robert, and they're connecting you to stem machines and ice.
And telling you, putting that little
hey,
timer on it. When this
we
goes off in 20 minutes, come back.
Yes. Can you hold your legs straight? I'm going
Yes.
to push. Like that. That's not fun.
Right. It's not fun for him. And that is where I think that he is. Andrew Luck, you brought him up. Andrew Luck was getting destroyed. His body was getting wrecked because he was trying to will his team to victory.
Also, he said that he had dreams of traveling the world, and he was not getting to do anything other than play football.
You talking about Luck?
Andrew Luck. He's different cat.
Also, I was just about.
He wanted to go travel the world. He wanted to be a Rhodes Scholar. Like, his dad was what is Del Conte's title?
Athletic director.
Athletic director at Stanford.
Yeah.
Like, he wanted to be in higher education. So, like, that his dream of playing football happened, and he wanted to go back and do the other stuff. And now he's got a chance to do that. So I'm happy for him living his dream. But if I was an Indianapolis Colts fan, I'd be pretty aggravated because he should still be the starting quarterback right now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a difficult
like, say
situation.
You didn't want to do it.
And that's why Dan Orlowski said it himself. He was like, this, when you start speaking like this, and I think you know this, you start speaking like this, you know that the end is near for you. You know that when you start talking about life after the sport, you know that you're at the end. So we'll see exactly. The Bengals play the Ravens. It's a big matchup for the Ravens. The Ravens have to win. The Bengals are pretty much out. It's like they're on the same percentage chances of making the playoffs as the Kansas City Chiefs, and you trying to knock on that door for them.
Man, they done.
Father Time coming to get
Stick
them.
the knife in them. Stick the fork in them. They done.
Dominoes.
They need 4
Turn it
other
over.
things to happen.
Right.
They need to, first off, they need to win 4 in a row. which I doubt they could do. They need 2 of the teams in their division to lose 2 games. That's number 2. Number 3, they need a what is the
Hardge over here with the calculator over here trying to
let
figure
me
the math out.
Where he at with the numbers and stuff.
I'm trying to figure out. It was somebody has to go. Also has to go undefeated for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
that's the other thing, and I can't remember which team it is that needs to win out. And if they win out, then that means that they beat 2 of the other teams, and that the Chiefs would get in.
That's some Steiner math right there.
Yeah.
Bro, you can't. None of that's going to happen. I don't think none of it's going to happen. I don't think not one of the 3 top things is going to happen.
We went through that. We were hoping some things were going to happen for
with the Texans, and it never happened.
It never happened. So tonight on Prime Video, we've got the Falcons and the Buccaneers. They will kick off at 7:15. The Buccaneers are a 4.5-point favorite. Bijan has over 1,000 yards on the season, and he's going to add to that tonight. Baker Mayfield's trying to get his team in the playoffs. By the way, the weather at the Bengals and Ravens game, 11 degrees. That's probably why he don't want to play.
Tonight?
No, this Sunday. I'll talk.
Oh, my God.
Coming up next, we got the world's strongest man bringing you his world's strongest take right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Listen to every University of Texas football game on 98.1 KVAT. Hook up.
Got a crash on southbound Mopac. This is right at Steck Avenue. It's off to the left side of the roadway, maybe on the left shoulder, but a big backup 40 minutes now from Shoreline. Also, all lanes are blocked southbound I-35, William Cannon to Slaughter due to an earlier wreck that left an oil spill. Michael Scott with a look at your Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by AirTasker.
Meet Lisa, a mom of 2 who loves the holidays but not the endless to-do list. So she turned to AirTasker. Local taskers help decorate, wrap gifts, even build a cardboard sleigh for the school play. Download the AirTasker app or go to airtasker.com. AirTasker. Get anything done.
Mark Henry here. Did you know that since 1936, Shipley's Donuts has been a Texas tradition? And now Dripping Spring is waking them up. They serve fresh, hot-baked donuts, kolaches, and hot coffee. Get out to 13341 West Highway 290 in Dripping Springs. They open bright at 5 a.m. Grab you a dozen. Okay, grab 2 dozen, but I suggest more than 1 at least. Shipley's Donut. You can order them online at shipleysdonuts.com or on the Shipley's app. Start happy, stay happy. Shipley's Donuts, West Highway 290 in Dripping Spring.
Get your mother-loving ears on because your big-time radio DJ's got news. PayPal lets you choose how you want to pay for all the stuff. With PayPal, I can pay in-store, pay online, or pay over time. What's that? You want this translated into song? I hope you're sitting down. You can pay your own way. You keep those ears on, you hear? Don't just pay, baby. PayPal.
Learn more at paypal.com.
10 athletes will face the toughest job interview in fitness that will push past physical and mental breaking points. You are the fittest of the fit. Only one of you will leave here with an iFit contract for $250,000.
This is when mindset comes in.
Someone will be eliminated.
Pressure is coming down.
This is Trainer Games.
Watch it on Prime Video starting January 8th.
Every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to scrims for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com.
At Henna Chevrolet, the price you see is the price you get. Like a 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 LT with $15,000 off MSRP. No required dealer accessories when you arrive. No market adjustments. And we have over 40 lenders competing for your business. And when banks compete, you save. That's why Henna is Austin's favorite Chevy dealership. For a lower price made easy. Together, let's drive at Henna Chevrolet or Henna.com.
The world needs Sesame Street. And right now, Sesame needs you. Donate today at sesame.org/iHeart. That's SESAME.org/iHeart.
Elmo loves you. Thanks for making a difference.
Gift card deals are everywhere this week. National Gift Card Week is happening now through December 13th.
the first nationwide event bringing exclusive gift card deals to retailers across the country and at giftcards.com. Gift cards have been the most requested holiday gift for nearly 2 decades, and shoppers are buying more of them this year. They're looking for gifts that hold their value, feel personal yet flexible, and fit tighter budgets. Shoppers can find limited time offers in-store and online at participating retailers like Target and Kroger. Giftcards.com is also featuring deals across more than 200 brands, from dining and fashion to entertainment and everyday essentials. Gift cards solve multiple holiday shopping challenges. They eliminate shipping concerns, provide budget flexibility, and give recipients the freedom to choose what fits their needs. For more information about participating brands and offers, visit giftcards.com or check gift card displays at local stores through December 13th.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather, sunny skies for your Thursday, a high of 70. Clear tonight, a low of 48. Friday, sunny skies, a high in the mid to upper 70s, a low of 58.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
What's up? It's Cam Jordan. I'm back with season 3 of your favorite podcast, the Off the Edge with Cam Jordan podcast. Yeah! Tap in every Wednesday to hear conversations with my friends and stars from the NFL, the sports world in general, and entertainment about everything from teams and players making waves to pop culture. And I'll take you inside my journey through my 15th season in the NFL. Looking forward to you joining me this season, the season of more, on the Off the Edge with Cam Jordan podcast. Open your free iHeart app and search Off the Edge and start listening.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, your home for the Horns.
You heard the beat drop. That can only mean one thing. WWE Hall of Famer and World's Strongest Man, Mark Henry, brings you his World's Strongest Man. Take it away, big fella.
All right.
Yes.
What time it is?
What time?
It's time for the world's strongest 8 by the world's strongest. Gosh. Back then, they didn't know me. Now I'm hot. They are all. Guys, here we go again. And I'm going to talk about basketball. I know we usually don't start talking about basketball until Christmas because that's when the NBA really says the season is really upon us. We got the championship of the play-in tournament and all of that good stuff. But that's not what I'm going to talk about. No, I'm not going to talk about the Lakers and the Spurs. Being a Laker fan and seeing my second favorite team, the Spurs, beat them like a drum last night we're not talking about. We're just going to leave it right there. And Victor Wembanyama didn't even play. Okay, anyway. Last night, the Oklahoma City Thunder tied the Golden State Warriors for the best starting record in NBA history at 24 games in 1. Unbelievable. But that in itself is not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the fact that they beat the Suns by 49 points. 100 in a pro game.
All gas, no brakes.
Every player on the team not only played, but every player scored. And all but 2 players got a rebound. They had 13 players suit up, 13 players. They have 2 other guys that didn't dress, that were in street clothes, as Hardge would say, street clothes team. And if they had suited up, they would have scored 2, I think. This could be the all-time greatest team. Now, there have been teams that had better players than Oklahoma City. And you can name them, I'm not going to say it's a lot, but I'm saying, you look at the Bulls in the 90s, you look at the Lakers in the 2000s. You look at Houston and San Antonio in the 90s and 2000s. They had historically great top 5, top 10 players of all time. Right now, I would say that SGA is the only guy that we'll look at as maybe a top 50 player all time, top 75 at the least on this team. But they have, if you had a scale to 1 to 100, I don't think they have one player on their 15 roster that's below a 78. All of these guys are first. They have 11 lottery picks, this team, because of the stupidity of the Clippers and the Sixers allowing them to get their first round draft picks for like the last 3 years. The guys on their bench, Caden Wallace, Dean, Williams, Shea Gildress-Alexander, well, he came in the trade. And Caruso and Dort came in trades. The rest of those guys were all draft picks. And they have them for cheap for the next, because they weren't top 5 draft picks. They were like 7 to like 16. So they got good money, but they got reasonable money. Shea Gildress is the only one. And now, our guy Jay Will, now he's getting paid big money. But Hardge, I look at it like this. I think that this is a team that, my take is this. They will break the record that the Golden State Warriors set because the Golden State Warriors were top heavy. They had 5 guys that were just damn near unstoppable. When you get halfway point to the All-Star game, when the starters are tired, and you're going to need to give them a little rest before that final stretch, you got 7 other guys that can pull the load. I think they'll be able to keep that high intensity play above board before the end of the season. I say they break the record. What say you?
We talked about this a little bit yesterday about how good this team actually is in the way that they compete. And the one thing, and I talked to my son about this yesterday, he said, Dad, they compete on both ends of the floor. That's rare. That's rare, especially when you got a guy like SGA that can go out there and score the way that he scores. But they play defense just as hard as they play offense.
Yeah.
And to me, that is the difference. Can they keep that up? Will they keep that up? And if they keep that mindset of being a young team that is talented, that understands what it looks like every single night. Like last night, you talked about it, beat them by what, 40, 43 points? 49 points, half 100. You sit there and you look at that and you say
49 points.
But you can take guys out of the game and let some of the other players play. Like you said, everybody on the bench got a chance to play. So that was the thing, is now they can take breaks, because going out every single night to win 70 games is going to be tough.
Yeah.
There is going to come a time where their bodies are going to say, hey, man, I need a break for a little bit. They are out there getting breaks in the game. What we talk about is do load management.
You don't have to load manage when you have
breaks.
13 deep.
Yes.
And you can take your starting 5 out and play the other 8 guys, and they still can run you off the court.
And the togetherness in which they play, that's the biggest thing. That is the thing. You look at all the post-game interviews, they're there together. They're all there
That's
together.
Right. You're right.
This is a good group of guys that are part of a team, and they understand these windows of being champion, they don't happen for everybody. Think about all the greats that don't have rings. Now you're part of a select group that you guys can stay together and understand if we do this collectively, we got a chance to go on the run again.
And they still have all those guys locked up for another 2 seasons.
Also, they still have all those Clipper draft picks.
Right, yeah. And the Clippers suck. So the draft picks are going to be
high.
Top 10 picks.
Yeah, lotto.
So what do you do with the other guys that are on the bench that are first top 16 picks?
You gotta go.
Let them go. Like trade them for other picks.
Release Connect.
No, we don't release him. Trade him.
We'll close out the show and send you to Dan Patrick. Man, this has been a crazy, crazy day. We'll talk NFL. We'll wrap up what's going on.
50 points.
We also got to hear from that Spurs matchup against your Lakers. Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app.
Hey there, Texas fans. This is your voice of the Longhorns, Craig Way, inviting you to join us for Longhorn basketball. We'll bring you all of the action all season long, including in-depth analysis and exclusive access to players and coaches before the opening tip and after the final whistle. Every week, we'll visit with Texas head coach Sean Miller on Longhorn Weekly. This is your exclusive source for Texas Longhorns basketball, the Longhorn Radio Network from Learfield.
On 1300 The Zone.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Got a crash on southbound Mopac. This is right at Steck Avenue. It's off to the left side of the roadway, maybe on the left shoulder, but a big backup 40 minutes now from Shoreline. Also, all lanes are blocked southbound I-35, William Cannon to Slaughter due to an earlier wreck that left an oil spill. Michael Scott with a look at your Austin area traffic.
This report is furnished by Genuine.
Now you don't just hear it, you see it. iHeartRadio Highlights brings you the best show moments, the wild takes, hot reactions, and clips everybody's talking about. Search Fox Sports Radio in the iHeartRadio app to experience Fox Sports like never before.
Furnished by Genuine.
Hardball Hardge here. Austin, you like bone-in? Get the Friday lunch special at the Yellow Rose. A voluptuous 16-ounce certified Angus bone-in ribeye at the Yellow Rose for just $20. A steak so good, you'll forget to look up. Fridays at the Yellow Rose ain't just lunch. It's a feast for VIPs. Comes with a side and the best view in Austin. Get a $20 steak ribeye Fridays from noon to 9 at the Yellow Rose Cabaret. And get your weekend football action with watch parties there, too.
Introducing True Earnings Checking from Austin Telco Federal Credit Union. Earnings that are almost too good to be true. Earn 5% APY on balances up to $15,000. It's simple. Just deposit at least $1,500 in new money and make 15 debit card transactions each month. No minimum balance, no monthly fees. Even if you miss the requirements. Open your account online or at any of our 24 Austin area locations. Visit atfcu.org to learn more. Rates subject to change without notice. Federally insured by NCUA.
The world's best ski and snowboard athletes are chasing medals. Now you can follow their every move. Join Insider, the official U.S. ski and snowboard fan loyalty program, and get premium viewing at World Cup ski events, exclusive athlete meetups, discounts from brands you love, and a custom welcome gift mailed direct to your doorstep. This winter, show your support as they race for the podium. Head to insider.usskiandsnowboard.org and join today.
The holiday hustle is real. The traffic, the crowds, the never-ending to-do list.
And nowhere to park. Perfect.
That's why drivers use ParkWiz. They already save up to 50% when they book ahead. This holiday season, use promo code JINGLE10 in the ParkWiz app for an extra 10% off your next reservation. Because during the holidays, every minute and every dollar counts. ParkWiz. Less circling, more celebrating. Download the ParkWiz app and use code JINGLE10 to save an extra 10% today. Offer valid through December 31st. App reservations only. Limit 1 per user.
Every now and then I rinse it out, and I need Dummy Rinse tonight, and I need it more. I can't rest the bed and the smell never leaves. I don't know what to do. I'm always in the dark. The sweat and dead short smells like a dog car. Dummy Rinse it tonight.
Downy Rinse fights stubborn odors in just one wash. When impossible odors get stuck in,
Rinse it out.
Hosting game day but fumbling the shopping list? Good news. Specs has the perfect play. Ice cold beer in the backfield, bold bourbon out wide, and savory snacks going deep. No need for a Hail Mary. Specs has you covered with a legendary selection and prices so low, your wallet will do the end zone dance. So before kickoff, be the MVP. At Specs, the fun starts here.
Research shows that teens who struggle with their mental health are more likely to use drugs and alcohol. An open and honest conversation can reduce their risk. Get tips to get real at cdc.gov/freemind/parents.
It is tough days. Hey, that's understandable given how hot it is. But there is definitely a way to beat the heat. A trip to Inner Space Caverns in Georgetown. Inner Space Caverns is a great place to take the family. You'd be amazed at all of the beautiful formations, large rooms, prehistoric animal bones, and all kinds of creations with a truly unique discovery story right here in the Austin area in the year-round temperature of a very comfortable 72 degrees. You can check out the super exciting Sabertooth Zip Ride or Pan for Gemstones. Take the Wild Cave Tour or the Hidden Passages Tour. And there's a great souvenir gift shop and newly remodeled restrooms. Get out of the house, but get out of the heat and get some fresh air underground. Inner Space Caverns, right off I-35 in Georgetown. That's Inner Space Caverns. For more details, check them out on the web at innerspacecaverns.com. Inner Space Caverns. Check it out. Your adventure awaits.
The holiday season has a way of taking you back in time. For me, the smell of wood burning in the fireplace, my mom filling the house with classic Christmas music from country legends, and the sight of my dad wrapping presents on Christmas Eve bring back the best holiday memories. It's those little memories filled with joy and love that make Christmas the most magical time of the year. I'm John Hazen, CEO at Boot Barn, and we're wishing you a Merry Christmas filled with joyful memories. Boot Barn, share the West.
Your one stop for advertising? Call 844-844-iHeart. We all use AI, but here, it never pretends it's real. AM 1300 The Zone. Guaranteed human.
Show we had today, so much to get into, so much conversation. Some Booker, Texas women win 110-45 over UT RGB. Addison Booker goes 14 of 19. It has a triple-double. Her first triple-double of her career, 28, 10, and 10. I expect more from Maddie about that. She was excited about it. We also got to talk to our guy, Eric Henry, of 447, breaking down the things that are happening on the 40 acres of men's basketball and, of course, football.
And we'll be on tomorrow.
And we'll be on the show with you tomorrow. Something he's got to take care of. But listen, the story will continue, and the story will be about Sharon Moore and what's going on with him at the University of Michigan. What's next for the Michigan Wolverines? The coaching search has to have been on the way already. But breaking news off the 40 acres, safety Derek Williams Jr. has now entered the transfer portal. People have learned. Also, Wardell Mack, defensive back, plans to enter the transfer portal as well. He was a guy that we thought we were going to see a lot more of, as was Derek Williams. Derek Williams had to deal with some injuries and that. So the people leaving the 40 acres or planning to leave the 40 acres are in that secondary position are a little disheartening for me, to be quite honest with you. Derek Williams Jr. was somebody that I was high on when he came in with the top defensive recruit out of Louisiana, along with Arch Manning being the top offensive recruit. And now he's going to get into the transfer portal. Again, Wardell Mack is the second DB of the day to get into the transfer portal. So it is it's going to be thin over there on the 40 acres during this time.
I don't think so. We talked about this at the beginning of the season, how much depth was in that secondary, especially with the people that they recruited. And one of which was playing baseball at the time. And you got to say that he would be the prime candidate for a starting position after the spring. And that in itself, Hardge, is where I look at it. You know, you're not promising guys they're going to play, but if you're bringing in other guys, which Texas did, they brought in other guys. They recruited heavily in the secondary. Like, you're going to tell those guys, hey, well, you're going to have to wait a year.
Isn't that guy Bishop, like every position player, isn't one of them a safety?
He's a freshman.
Yeah.
So
I'm talking on the depth side
but
of
I'm
it.
saying he's a freshman. So when you look at these guys that are going to be gone, so let's just go through this list of players that are going to be gone. You have Michael Taft gone. You have Derek Williams now, who is going to, as they say, possibly enter the transfer portal. You have Kobe Black, who is entering the Wardell Mack is entering the transfer portal. You have Jalen Gilbo, who is a senior. You have Malik Muhammad, who possibly could be going into the NFL draft. You have Ethan Burt, who is going into his final season. You're going to lose a lot. And depending on who opts out of the bowl game and decides not to play, what are you going to do? So now if these guys are staying through the bowl, great. If they're not, there's a lot that's going to be happening. So, yeah, you may be going in a portal to get all these guys, but you're not going to have those people for the bowl game. That's the thing that I'm worried about.
I think that they have enough depth for one game. I think they do. If you were saying that for a playoffs, yeah. If you were going to say for a playoff, then yeah, it would be a problem. But I would hope that if they were in the playoffs, the guys would just stay and play.
But that's the other part of this. The transfer portal window, the opportunity to get in there, to put your name out there, you have to do it. And Coach Sark is one of those guys that if you plan on doing it, goodbye.
Yeah, he said you put your name in a transfer portal, you gone.
Yeah. So
there's no coming back.
There's not that, well, they had to have already been fighting to keep those guys. And they've had those exit meetings. And so I guess these guys didn't like what they were hearing in the exit meetings. So now they're in this position to get into the transfer portal. It's interesting because I said it earlier. A lot of guys don't want to leave the University of Texas, especially with what is going on and how this team has gotten better and better as the season has gone on. But now there's guys looking to walk.
There might be more guys like a Mosley or injuries coming into this.
Very
team.
true. Very true. That's what I'm saying. But I'm thinking more about this particular game. And remember, at the beginning of the press availability with Coach Sark, he mentioned this is giving us a time to have a lot of young guys play in this game. And now going up against a Michigan team that they don't know what they're going to be when this happens. They don't know what players are opting in and out for them. They don't know if they're going to have their quarterback, as you mentioned earlier, that might be looking in the transfer portal. There's a lot to unwrap for all of college athletics. And let's just say this. We're all for free enterprise and being able to make moves and do things like this. We need a commissioner for college football, and it has to happen soon.
Well, I hope so. And guys, all of y'all out there, please go to the AustinSportsAwards.com. Check us out and vote for Mark Henry.
Get
tickets.
Yeah.
But I want you to vote for Mark Henry and Mike Hardge for best radio show in Austin.
Oh my God.
I'm every day.
Yeah,
every day I'm on, I'm going to say it.
I see.
I want to win.
No doubt. I want to thank Mark Henry. I want to thank Marcus. I want to thank Eric Henry, who will be joining the show tomorrow. And, of course, I want to thank you, the people. Just remember this, folks. Don't believe everything you see, because even salt looks like sugar. Tune in to the Craig Way Show this afternoon from 2 to 4 a.m. 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeartRadio app. Peace.
Get ready for the wildest sight your lawn has ever seen. Sunday. This